Schedule a free design consultation, and the more you buy, the more you'll save on blinds, shades, shutters, and more from Budget Blinds. Visit budgetblinds.com today.
Well, Moses, it was a long road to reach the Brier for Kevin Cooey.
Yeah, the club from the Glencoe Curling Club, that is, gave up a spot in the Brier just so he could play with a new foursome. And believe it or not, a little surprising to say the least, but that hadn't stopped him from reaching his goals.
Congratulations, Alberta. They are the Canadian men's curling champions.
Going into the 2015 Alberta Provincials, Kevin Cooey knew what was at stake, leaving his old team behind in an automatic berth to this year's Brier, forming a new side with the likes of Ben Hebert, Brett Lang, and Mark Kennedy. And the move paid off.
You know, I knew it was a risk that we wouldn't get there, and I was willing to take the chance for sure, and I wouldn't have looked back to win or lose, but I'm thrilled to be going back to the Brier.
Kevin made a big decision to leave his team last year and give up his Brier spot, so getting a chance to go back is big for him, and you know, we're excited.
Their dominance showed in Wainwright, especially from the skip. In the final, Cooey connected on 91% of his hits, compared to 67% by Brendan Botcher.
We made the key shots when we had to, and that's what these big games are all about, and it's a great team effort.
I think our skip played great. I think you could tell Kevin wanted to win that game, and he pretty much stood on his head for the first. We got a nice deuce in the first, but the next three ends we got in some trouble, and Kevin bailed us out.
It was sort of a story of two halves for me. We gave up a couple too many points early and then fell a little bit behind. Started playing great, but just ran out of steam a little bit and couldn't quite catch them.
You know, we thought they would have all the pressure on them, and if we could stay in the game, stay in the game longer, they would get more pressure on them at the end of the game there. So like the tighter the game was at the end, the more pressure would be on them, and we just came out flat.
Cooey now enters his fourth Brier as a skip, hoping to recreate the same winning formula like last year, but with a secret weapon.
My first hometown Brier in Calgary. Our home club's the Glencoe Club, so we should have a lot of people there supporting us, and I can't wait.
After grabbing 3 of a possible 4 points on the weekend, the Lloydminster Bobcats have added in some breathing room in the standings. On Saturday, the Bobcats stormed out of the gates with a dominant 9-0 victory against the Canmore Eagles. But it was a case of Jekyll and Hyde as the Cats came up empty against Drayton Valley on Sunday. After a sluggish start, allowing the Thunder to score 2 power play goals in the first, they did fight back but lost 3-2 in overtime.
Work ethic was a little bit of a concern at different times during the game on Sunday, and it's the time of year right now where if you're not getting a 60-minute effort, in all likelihood you're not going to win.
With only a 5-point cushion between the Cats and the Fort McMurray Oil Barons for second place, a lot of attention is being paid to their 6 remaining games. Coach Gary Van Herway says if they want to lock up the second seed, the team's destiny is in their own hands.
What's going on in our dressing room, and it seems that if we look after business there and we come out mentally prepared and ready to go, we can play with any team.
The Cats will look to add to their point total this Friday when they travel to Spruce Grove for a tough matchup with the AJHL's leading Saints, who are riding an 18-game win streak.